What is the fastest deal do you reckon you've ever done?
There's one just jumps off the page. It was a lease transaction in Alexandria. I woke up one morning, I used to live at Potts Point in a high-rise apartment. I woke up and on the balcony I could see there was this massive black smoke down in where I knew South Sydney was. And I had something else on, so by the time I got myself down to South Sydney that morning, I just went to go and have a drive past, and I parked the car and I got out. And as I did, the fire was gone, fire tape up everywhere, and there was this one guy, and I remember this forever, he had a foam box with dirt and mushrooms in it. And it turns out that was the only thing that survived the fire. But I got talking to him, and he was the owner of the business. He said, oh, obviously I'm in industrial real estate, and they needed to replace their warehouse really quickly. Anyway, so I got him in the car, and I had a 2-seat convertible car at the time. So he's in my passenger seat with his box of mushrooms on his lap.
And this is completely unplanned.
Unplanned. Yeah. I just got talking to him.
Yeah.
Car behind us with all his staff in it. And so basically I just started driving him around to all the different vacancies that I knew of in the market. And I took him down to Discovery Cove, which is a warehouse estate down at Botany. As we drove in, he said, no, we've already been here this morning. They'd already been out with another agent that morning. I don't want to see it. But he hadn't actually looked at it. The agent drove him into the estate. So I just drove up, turned the car off and got out. And so they then got out.
That's good agency.
Within about 10 minutes of them walking around, you could see they're starting to point where things are going. And it wasn't a small building. It was about 3,500 metres. They left, they asked me for some more information, and then they left. I got on the phone to the owners of the property, Goodman, and I said, listen, that big fire that happened in Sydney, it was all over the news, everyone knew about it. That big fire, I've just had them through Discovery Cove. And the person I was dealing with at Goodman at the time said, Josh, if you can do that deal, we'll pay you double fee, 200% fee. Really? I'm like, okay, great. These people needed something, and they needed something quick. We had terms agreed, heads of agreement signed. The lease was signed the next day. It was a Friday afternoon, I know clearly, because I was on a cab on my way to establishment in the city. And I got a phone call from the lawyer that they'd sign the lease and pay the deposit. And that was from, call it 11 o'clock on a Thursday morning to 5 o'clock on a Friday. Unbelievable.
Unreal.